Your cat isn't just sleeping somewhere else. They're sending a message, quietly, without a sound. Most cat owners think this change is random. They assume the cat simply found a new comfortable spot. But cats rarely change their sleeping place without a reason. And what that reason really means for your relationship might be deeper than you expect. Because when your cat leaves your room at night, when they stop curling beside you, when their warm presence suddenly disappears, it's not always about space. Sometimes, it's about how they feel around you. And the truth behind that feeling often goes unnoticed. At first, the change feels small. You wake up and notice the bed feels colder, quieter, empty in a way that feels unfamiliar. Your cat is still in the house, still eating, still moving around, but something has shifted. And this is where the first hidden meaning begins. Sometimes, your cat sleeps in a different room because their sense of safety has changed, even slightly. Cats choose their sleeping place very carefully, not based on comfort alone, but on trust. When your cat sleeps near you, they are placing themselves in their most vulnerable state beside you. They are saying without words, "I feel safe here." So when that place changes, it doesn't always mean fear, but it can mean uncertainty. Maybe your routine has become louder. Maybe your sleep schedule changed. Maybe the room feels different in ways you didn't notice. To you, it's normal life. To your cat, it can feel unpredictable. And unpredictability makes cats cautious. But that's not the most important part. Because sometimes, the distance isn't about the environment at all. It's about your emotional presence. Cats are incredibly sensitive to human energy, not in a magical way, but in a deeply observant one. They notice tension in your body. They hear changes in your breathing, in your movements, even when you say nothing. If your days have become more stressful, if your patience has been shorter, if your mood has been heavier, your cat feels it, not as judgment, not as blame, but as a shift in the emotional climate around you. And when that emotional climate changes, your cat may create a little distance, not to leave you, but to protect themselves. And here's where it gets deeper. Sometimes, your cat moves to another room because they are adjusting to a new sense of independence. This often happens quietly. Your cat may be growing older, more confident, more secure in the home. When kittens and young cats bond closely, they seek constant proximity. They sleep beside you because you are their center of safety. But as they mature, something changes inside them. They begin to explore their own territory, their own comfort, their own rhythm. Sleeping in another room can be a sign of emotional growth, not emotional distance. It can mean your cat trusts the home enough to rest without constant closeness. And most people miss this next one. Sometimes your cat leaves your room because they are protecting you. This sounds strange at first, but in the wild, cats often sleep slightly away from others to stay alert to danger. They position themselves where they can watch, listen, and react quickly. Your home may feel safe to you, but your cat still carries ancient instincts. If they choose a spot near the hallway, near the door, or near a window, they may be placing themselves in a quiet guard position, watching, listening, staying aware while you sleep. Not because they are afraid, but because they feel responsible. And yet, there is another possibility, one that feels more personal. Sometimes your cat moves away because a small moment changed how they feel. Not a dramatic event, not something obvious, just a single experience that made them pause. A loud noise near the bed, an accidental kick while you were asleep, a sudden movement that startled them. To you, it was nothing, forgotten within seconds. To your cat, it became a memory. Cats remember moments tied to vulnerability, especially moments that happen when they are resting. So they may choose a new sleeping place, not out of anger, but out of caution, waiting to feel safe again. And here's where it becomes even more meaningful. Watch what happens during the day. Does your cat still follow you from room to room? Do they sit near you while you work? Do they rest beside you on the couch? If the answer is yes, then the distance at night is not rejection, it's adjustment. Your cat is still connected to you, still attached, still trusting. They're simply choosing a different way to feel secure. But if the distance grows, slowly, quietly, that's when you should pay closer attention. If your cat stops seeking your presence, stops resting near you, stops making eye contact, that pattern can signal emotional discomfort, or stress, or physical unease. Because sleep is where cats reveal their deepest trust. They only rest fully where they feel completely safe. And this brings us to the most important truth. If your cat suddenly sleeps in a different room, don't rush to bring them back. Don't force closeness. Don't assume rejection. Instead, observe gently. Create calm routines. Keep your movements predictable. Offer quiet affection without pressure. Let your presence feel steady again. Because trust for a cat is not built through commands. It's built through consistency. And when that consistency returns, beautiful often happens. One night, without warning, you may feel a familiar weight on the bed, a soft movement near your feet, a quiet curl beside your body. Your cat will come back on their own, not because you called them, not because you insisted, but because they decided, silently, that the space beside you feels safe again. And when that moment happens, it carries a meaning most people never notice. Your cat didn't just choose a place to sleep. They chose you. Because to your cat, this was never just about a room.